Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Hope you all are doing good and well. If you're brand new here, my name is Nikki, and in today's video, this topic video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys every single one and only I have in my collection. Now, this topic has been done, but not by me. It was a prompt for a topic Tuesday, and it's actually been one of the topics on my list to share with you guys since I started my channel. I have so many channel ideas and I'm just late to bringing them to my channel, but here we are with this one. And this is kind of be a bit of a judgy video because I am going to be judging these on my first impression of them and telling you guys if I would repurchase from every single brand that I show you. So the 5 behind me are ones that are one and onlys, but I don't consider them trieds in my collection because I haven't worn them on my fingers as a full manicure, and I didn't want to just swatch them and show you guys. I just want to talk about them at the end, and honestly I'd probably buy from all 5 again just judging by my swatch pictures, but well, you know, not my swatch pictures, but showing you guys them on my swatch wheel. So anyhow, without further ado, let's just get into these live swatches. First polish taking a look at is by Baby Girl Lacquer. This is called Forever Unsolved, inspired by the Rubik's Cube. How cute is inspiration? And the label. I'm obsessed with that label. But this one, the glitters in here come out so well on that first coat. The consistency was a bit thick, so I added just a dab, just a smidgen of thinner, and it was completely perfect. My favorite thing about this is how well all the glitters came out. This is just summer in a bottle to me. I love white crellies during the summer, so this was actually my very first wear in the month of June, and I loved it. It builds up just beautifully. I kind of put on just a bit thick there for the video purposes, but wow, I wore this for a good 4 days and got a ton of compliments. It's stunning, and I would purchase again from this brand. Next, we have Bluebird Lacquers The Walking Dead, and this one it made me laugh the first time I saw it released because I was trying to get out of debt at the time, and I was like, wow, that is me. But now I'm out of it, and this polish is stunning. I could not believe how shifty it was on my nails. So many things are going on with this, and I'm so sorry my ring light is preventing you from seeing that shift of the blue, but this is one of the most shiftiest polishes I have in my collection. I took immense enjoyment in wearing this, and it definitely made me want to purchase more Bluebird lacquers. I haven't yet for some reason because some of her offerings don't really speak to me, and when they do, there's just other offerings that come from the forefront of my mind during PPU. But Bluebird is definitely one I'll purchase from again. Even thinking of purchasing her Halloween calendar this year because I was very disappointed with the Zombie Claw one a couple years ago, so maybe that one will redeem myself, but I would buy from this brand again. Next, we have Crystal Knockouts Gala Gaga, and this one came out in PPU of November 2020, I believe, for the red carpet theme, I think it was. And I actually did not initially pick this up. I did a swap with someone, and she knew that I like thermals, so I had to just divulge into this one as soon as I got it. So in the warm state, it is kind of an off-white color. You can kind of see at the bottom there. And then when it's in its cold state, you can see at the tip of my nail that it's a bit of a dusty pink. And if you guys know me, you know I love dusty pinks. I just think the components in this polish work together so well. I love the gold. I love the black. I like the pink. This reminds me of what Gwen Stefani would wear in the 90s. I loved this polish, and I actually mixed it with a one from Fancy Gloss to kind of give it this dragon fruit watermelon look in this last summer, and I was obsessed. Would buy from this brand again. Next, we have Different Dimensions called Gluttony here, and she did a collection based off the 7 Deadly Sins. I'm not too sure what happened to Different Dimensions. I know the maker went through a rough patch, and I just hope she's okay. I haven't seen much from her on PPU or her site, really. I knew she came back for a brief minute, but I don't know if she's back yet. But anyhow, this is Summer in a Bottle. This is also gifted to me by someone, and that's how I got to try Different Dimensions. Love this. I'm not someone that loves corals on my nails, but when they just have a dash of pink or some gold flakies or a little something to take the edge off of it being too coral, I fall in love instantly. This had such a beautiful formula. It leveled so well, as you can see, and this one will forever be on my summer rack. I haven't worn it since this swatch picture, but man, I really did enjoy this, and I would buy from different dimensions again. Oh, next, who doesn't think of Hillary over at Mediocre Manny's when you hear of this polish? This is MV Lacquer's Grandpa's Garden. A beautiful deep forest reflective green with, look at all that's in there, you guys. Do I really have to tell you? All those shifting flakies going from pink to red to orange. There's just so much going on in this polish. MV Lacquer has released siblings of this before, but this is the one that just spoke to me the most. I picked it up in Rewind when it came back for the first time. I think it's come back 3 times now, and with good reason. The formula is just outstanding. I seriously took immense enjoyment wearing this. It leveled beautifully. I love the inspiration behind it. It is just so cute, and yeah, this is just a perfect Christmas polish, a St. Patrick's polish. It's gonna be a Halloween polish. It just fits into most seasons for me, and I would put this on like my every season rack, but I would buy from that brand again. My one and only from Femme Fatale. This is called Everybody Knows, and if you guys want to know the full name of this polish, it'll be in the description box below. But this one came out in December 2020. I believe that theme was just the chaos, the chaoticness of COVID and everything that was going on, so hence the name. But this polish, oh my gosh, it totally just completely made me do a double take at multi-chromes. The base in there is just this inky, beautiful indigo, and then with that strong pinkish kind of purplish shimmer. This one just sang on my nails. Has a late summer wear a couple years ago, and I almost picked up a backup of this when it came out, but I decided not to because I'm not picking up any more backups. But you can just see how shifty this would be. A lot of components here that just go together so well, and I would buy from this brand again. Graceful polish, Beauty of Nature. You guys know I had to pick up this mermaid polish. I actually picked it up in Rewind because it did sell out the first time, so it did come back. And this just looks like this sea of teal that I'm painting on my nails. I actually got lost swatching this because this polish is extremely captivating. The light on my ring light catches this just so beautifully. This is so true to life. I am obsessed with polishes like this. To be honest, right now, this is my #1 mermaid pick in my collection. I would wear this any time of the year. It is absolutely stunning, and the second coat there, it builds up just beautifully. I don't think I could use this as a topper because the base is just a bit too dark, but seriously, this polish is absolutely stunning. I haven't seen a lot from Graceful Nail Lacquer in PPU for a while, and I believe she's based in Australia, so it would be pretty pricey to purchase her polishes, but this just looks like jewels on your nails. I was in love with this, so in love with this, and I'm buying from this brand again if the opportunity ever presents itself. Next, we have Lollipop Posse Lacquers Relentless, and this is rebranded to Garden Path Lacquers. So if you are recognizing the bottle, you're not crazy. So this one is giving me the Femme Fatale vibes, and these two polishes actually came out in the same month, so I'm not really sure what I was thinking buying both because they're so similar. But this one has flakies embedded in that inky blue base, and the Femme Fatale just had a shimmer. So they are different in that aspect, but they kind of got the same thing going on. I guess this is actually one of the ones where I'm like, did I really need this? But I do like it, but I honestly might end up destashing it since I have things that are so similar. But this brand does polishes so incredibly well, and I have bought from Garden Path Lacquer. Next, we have Lumen Wild Moon, and this one. This one was not on my radar during PPU of 2023. The theme was, I believe it was Greek goddesses or something like that. And I was surprised at how much I enjoyed this one on my nails. It is very, very ethereal. And I believe the maker of this brand is a relative to the maker of Ethereal brand, recently rebranded to Haunted Polish. So this one, it just glows on your nails. So to me, even during that first coat, you could just tell it could be used as a really phenomenal topper. And this just reminded me that this polish can do that. So one of the good reasons why I'm happy I'm doing this video. Absolutely beautiful. I would 100% buy from Lumen again. And some offerings of her have spoken to me, but just not enough to purchase again. But that swatch is outstanding. I love it. One mainstream is from Morgan Taylor. This is called Sunrise in the City. This is a recent wear that I wore in the month of June. And boy, oh boy, did this not disappoint. 1 ounce. Do you see that coverage, you guys? This is almost a 1 coater. It is stunning. It just glows in the nail, and I think this is a beautiful transition shade. But I did already wear it in June, so July. So I didn't have a chance to put it on my seasonal rack. But if you guys can find this one, Cupcake Polish's Heart of Iceland is basically a dupe, and actually the shimmer in there is more glowy. But I think the shimmer in this one is pretty similar to it, and it just does the job for me. Outstanding polish. I don't have a lot from Morgan Taylor, and one of the reasons is because the offerings I want aren't usually available in Canada, which is so sad, but I absolutely would buy from this brand again if another one speaks to me. Next, we have Miss Sparkle Kiwi Be Friends. This was actually inspired by a all fruit collection, which I'm dying to see the entirety of, but this maker does not sell anymore. She did have a shop on Etsy, and this polish was also gifted to me. And what got me with this one is that base color. It is so grungy and beautiful, but also it's really, really perfect for summer. Definitely it looks like a kiwi on your nails. I love this one so much. I've been kind of itching to get it on my nails again in the month of August, so I actually think I might paint this with my nails after I'm done this video. But this is stunning. I just love that base color in there with that red shimmer. It is gorgeous. I can't believe the person that gave this to me wanted to give this away. I was like, how do you not like this? So this is the janky swatch that I had to get from my IG because I lost the original swatch, but if this maker was still selling, I would buy from them again. Native War Paints with Sprinkles. This brand was rebranded to Sovereign Beauty, but oh my gosh, this whole collection from this brand made me very hungry. It was all based off on ice cream, and this one is the one that spoke to me the most because it's that quintessential vanilla bowl of ice cream with the multicolored sprinkles. And how cute is this polish? This is actually an annual birthday wear for me, but I switched it up this year. You'll see my monthly manicures, but this polish it's so good. I haven't bought from Sovereign Beauty because none of her offerings have spoken to me, but if that whole ice cream collection came back, I think I would get it just because it was so cute and dainty. This applies so well. It did kind of get goopy after a while, so I've had to actually add a lot of thinner, so it stinks a little bit, but this is a gorgeous polish. Next, we have one from a brand that I don't know what happened to. This is called NevrEnuff Windbreaker. I actually saw this on another YouTuber's channel when this originally released in Polish Pickup of April 2021. And yeah, I wasn't even on my radar until I saw it. And can we just talk about this brush? Oh my gosh, I need to find this brush and replace every single polish I have in my collection with it because it is outstanding. The coverage, this is obviously not a 1 coater, but it almost could be. And this is a polish that made me not purchase the rebranding of Ethereal Lacquers, the Wilting Rose, just because I knew I had this one and they look incredibly similar. This one I think has a bit more shimmer than that one, and it also has those little like navy blue glitters in there that just add an extra nuance to this polish that I seriously enjoy. You know what you like, you will see something similar to this in a little bit here, but I'm definitely keeping this one, and if this brand was around, I would definitely rebuy. It's so pretty. One of my favorites, this is by Nevermind polish. This is called Angry Urchin. This one came out in the Marine Magic collection in August of 2022. I did wear this for a spooky season a couple years ago because I think it just fit the vibe of it so well. It kind of reminds me of a slasher movie a little bit. But can we just talk about how well that formula leveled? Whew. So good. The formula didn't pull anywhere. I thought it would on first application, but it stayed put, and I just love the addition of the red shard glitters in there. It's incredibly unique. I also really love the base color because it's this cool toned gray with just undertones of blue. I think it's so good, and I love gray nail polishes. They do not get enough love, but gray polishes with a twist, you will find me there. So good. I think I actually want to put this on for spooky season one more time. Well, you know, not one more time. When the bottle runs out, that'll be my last time. But yeah, this polish definitely I would buy from this brand again, no doubt. Noodles nail polish, Lovebirds. I did get this one in February of 2024 for the animal theme for PPU, and I've been wanting to try Noodles nail polish for some time now because her glitter kellies are something to rave about, and I just love candied red. So when I saw this, I knew, I was like, yeah, that polish is going in my collection for sure. It has these really like big, kind of gargantuan flakies in there. They come out really sparsely, but I got one on my index finger and I was obsessed with this manicure in February of this year. It's the perfect Valentine's Day manicure. It's just so pretty. And I just love how juicy it looked. It really just made my nails look very plump and nice. I would definitely buy from this brand again, no doubt. Oh, so Pampered polishes. This one has faded, so it is not the same color it was. I don't even have the original swatch of what it was, but it was not as dark and murky as this. Let me tell you, I did not like this when I was applying it. It's a bit too ugly for me now. Like, I'm sorry, you guys. It's a bit too much of a pukey green. And it doesn't look like the beauty, like it doesn't look like a sea of green anymore. It just looks like gross algae, and I'm not a fan of it. But what really got me into this is those silver sparkles. Like, I just loved what they did. It really looked like you were swimming through a sea of green just looking at it, if you get what I mean. Weird visual, but you know what I mean. So I tried to say, hey, let me do a third coat to see if I like it, and I do not one bit. So it sucks that this faded. You know, it's been in my collection since April of 2021, or May of 2021 is when I got it in the mail, I guess. But yeah, I just not a fan of this one, so I don't know if I would repurchase from this brand again, just judging on this one alone. I just don't like how it ended up, and yeah, I don't see myself wearing this. Do you guys like this color? I am not digging it at all. I'm sorry to be a hater, but I wouldn't buy from this brand again. Probably not. So now we have Psyche Minerals Ghastly Smell, and spoiler alert, this is one of my favorite polishes that I've worn this year, and I'm only doing one coat because this one came with a fill line, which made me very sad. But I was kind of thankful because I could put some thinner in it because it was quite goopy. But oh my gosh, this polish is outstanding. This is one of those polishes that will get your nails noticed. The ghost flakies in there that flip from purple to green to blue is what really makes this polish sing. I would 100% buy more from Psyche Minerals. She has a lot of formulas in this finish, and I'm obsessed. Next, we have a brand that I have no idea about. I got this in a mystery box years ago on Hollow & Co. This is Rica Nail Polish You Are My Gelty Pleasure. And I can't say that I've seen a lot of yellow hollows. So I was pretty satisfied this one, even if I got it in a mystery bag and didn't pick it myself. But that formula on there, you saw it leveled so good with that dinky brush, right? I'm obsessed. That alone just makes you want to purchase from this brand again. If you guys know anything about this brand, please let me know. I don't think it's in business anymore because I don't see it around at all, but I do like the champagne-y look of this. It's very celebratory, very nice for the summer. I kind of forget about it, but that hollow in there looks outstanding in the sun, even on my short nails. I would buy again. We have swamp glasses. I can do whatever I want, and this one held me over from never getting Cadillacquer's Parade. So they are not dupes. This one has more of a pink neon base, and the Parade has more of a red neon base, but they're the same contrast, both stark contrast I feel, and the blue in there just makes the base color sing. I am obsessed with this. I wore this in October a couple years ago for spooky season, and I got so many compliments on it. It's one of those polishes that will get your nails noticed right away because it's so unusual and so funky. Swamp Glass is a brand that I had been wanting to try for a while, and I'm glad that I got to switch this with someone. she didn't like it very much, and I said I will gladly take that off your hands because it totally just satisfied the itch of not getting Cadillacquers Parade. So I would buy from Swamp Glass again. We have Sweetheart Polishes Everything, inspired by the Everything bagel seasoning. Sorry, long video, I'm just rambling now, but this one is a topper, and I'm honestly trying to figure out what I want to put this on top of. I'm not really sure yet because there's so many components in this polish that make it very versatile, but you have to be careful because it can't go with everything. It could clash. But I do really like this just has wearing it on my nails. It looks very celebratory and a fun New Year's polish, to be honest, but I would definitely wear a peel off base coat with this. But since I haven't I've worn it on a polish, but I didn't really like it, so like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with this, but I would buy from this brand again, absolutely. Next is the polish that I actually put that topper over. It didn't need it. This is What Addiction's Leaf Peeping. I picked this up in Rewind of 2023, and I put it on my fall rack for last year and ended up wearing it. This polish is fall in a bottle. It's Halloween in a bottle. Definitely reminds me of A Pile of Leaves, which is what I think the look is going for. Obsessed. I actually thought the flakies in there would get a bit lost in the base, but I'm happy that they didn't. They shine very, very much, actually. I actually do looking forward to wearing this one again in October because I really did enjoy it the first time. Got a lot of compliments even on my shorties that I wore them on, but I did really like this. It is a perfect pumpkin orange. It's fall in a bottle, and I would 100% buy from What Addiction again. I don't see too many offerings from them, but if I ever see one that I like again or just going on their website, yep, it's going in the bag. Next, we have an amazing hollow from Wikkid Polish, which is a brand from the UK. This is called I Know How to Purple. I'm not sure if they are still in operation or not. I got this off nailstuff.ca. But you guys, do I need to say more about this one coat formula? It's amazing. I have a few purple hollows that I do enjoy, but this one, it ranks on that list. It is a one coater. It is one of those quick manis in and out. 100% would buy from this brand again, just based off that one swatch, which says a lot. So yeah, I love this one. Next, we have Witchcult Nail Lacquer, which I did recently try in June, even though I put this on my Halloween rack for last year. But I tried to wear all yellows for the month of June and white Crellies. And yeah, I'm just ecstatic. This one came back for Polish Gamers box in July of last year. Oh, so stunning. I need to get more from this brand. Excuse me. They don't put too many offerings. No, they don't really have a lot of offerings of polish pickup. So this is one of the brands I'd have to go to their website. But yeah, definitely made me do a double take. That red shimmer in there contrasting with yellow, because red and yellow don't really go together that well, but in this polish it works. It just works. It was stunning on my nails. Definitely would buy again. Next, we have Vapid Lacquer's Corpse Flower, which looks very similar to the NevrEnuff polish, but this one has flakies instead of micro glitters. And this is another one that I put on my Halloween rack, and I'm so sorry I actually lost a swatch for it. Dang it. But you can see how similar it looks to the NevrEnuff polish, but I still love them both because while they are the same, they both have different components that don't make them dupes, with one having glitter and one having flakies. So this one, so obsessed with. Vapid is honestly a great brand. I see a lot of offerings from her, but no, I see like some offerings for her during polish pickup, but I wanted to get them, but since I've just been on a low buy, I'm trying to be good. But I definitely would purchase from this brand again because I remember this staying on my fingernails for quite some time and I really enjoyed it. So another opportunity that I didn't miss to not get Wilting Rose by Haunted Polish, but I would buy from Vapid again. Next is one from Urban Outfitters called Chrome. Looking at this, I have no idea why I bought this because I don't like frosty metals, and I think I mostly bought it because it was kind of a nostalgia pick for me because I did buy this when I went to Dallas to watch the Super Bowl back in 2011, And my friend and I, that was also into nail polish at the time, went in there and we were like obsessed with all their frosty glitters and frosty metal. Sorry, and I really don't know why I picked this up because I don't like it at all. I mean, it's pretty, but those brush strokes in there just make this, oh boy, hard to work with. And I don't even have a swatch anymore, but I wouldn't buy from Urban Outfitters again. Next, this is a brand that I have no idea about, and I have no idea why I even have this polish in my collection, or how I got it, I should say. But this is Solstice nail lacquer, and this is called Prague. This one surprised the heck out of me with how beautiful it was. It is a kind of like a pearl essence orange, and I think even with the brush strokes, the formula is absolutely beautiful. Even with the brush being a bit small, it applied really gorgeously. I am looking forward to wearing this in September, October, or even November to get, because it kind of has a bit of brown undertones as well. But I did really like this. This is actually, I'm cheating a bit. This is one I actually haven't worn on my fingernails yet. But I saw in my collection and I was like, oh, that's another one and only I got to share with you guys. But I do actually really like it. I think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. And I do plan to get it on my nails in the month that I just mentioned. So this is a brand that if I ever saw again, I'd probably purchase from again, but we'll see. All right, guys, how'd you do? Did you make it to the end? I hope so. So yes, I would definitely repurchase from most of these brands. Except for the one I talked about by Pampered polishes. I just did not like what it turned into. Looking at it in the bottle, I was like, I could still dig this. Then when I tried it finally, I was like, no, I don't dig this. It's a bit too ugly for me and not enough pretty, you know what I mean? Anyhow, so the one of 5 that I haven't worn on my fingers, and I can't believe that, is Lemon Lacquer's All I Really Want. I heard that she came out with a green version of this earlier this year, but I didn't even want to venture into going on the site and just looking for the purchase of one polish, so I just let it go. But this one I did actually put on my Halloween rack last year, and I've only worn it on my toes. Oh, but it's so beautiful. It's like a glowy sapphire blue. It definitely glows from within. I've seen this compared to House of Hades by Mooncat, and this one ranks out of the two. So sooner than later, I'm gonna have to get this one on. Another one I put on my Halloween rack shamefully is by Cameo Colors Ghostly Guard. I love the inspiration of this one. It's inspired by a ghost that haunts a cemetery in New Orleans. So very, very interesting. I actually thought the next one I'm going to show you after this was similar, but they are completely different. This one has a bit of micro like glitter shimmer a little bit, and it has a flip of purple to blue, and the next one I'm going to show you only has a flip of blue. But yes, this one definitely sooner. Third up is All Mixed Up Lacquers Nightmare Wrapped in a Daydream. I plan to put this on my Halloween rack, not only for the glowiness, but just the name too. It's very eerie. But yes, this one definitely I'm gonna have to get on. It just glows from within. It's stunning, and I can't believe I even missed it the first time it was offered, because I got it in Rewind last year. Fourth up, we have Deborah Lippmann's Dear Mr. Fantasy. It is a magenta jewel toned beauty. I absolutely love colors like this, and I have 2 more in my collection that I did show you guys in my comparison video that I posted a few months ago now. But this one I have to try because I don't have any from Deborah Lippmann, and I know it's a pretty pricey brand, but I just love this color. This one was actually gifted to me and it's just kind of been on the back burner a little bit, but yeah, I think it'd be really gorgeous in the winter, has a pop of color. And last but not least, it's another blue, of course. This is Smith & Cult's Knights, Kings and Thieves, and I did get this when I went to Vegas last year. I think I got it at a TJ Maxx or something, because we don't have that in Canada, so I was really excited to just raid the TJ Maxx section. I didn't go too crazy, but yeah, this one reminds me of my favorite blue from China Glaze called Bermuda Breakaway, which is a deep indigo cream, and that formula on that polish is amazing. This one, I swatched it on my swatch wheel, but it does take about 3 to 4 coats from me remembering, and just I don't know, I wouldn't pick up a lot of these just because I don't really like the bottle shape, and I usually like caps that do this, but this is just, it's just too big and awkward. and quite heavy actually. So yeah, I do plan to get this one on my nails soon because that one from China Glaze is pretty hard to find now, and it's one of the oldest ones in my collection, so I don't, well, I guess I could use it often now since I have this, but that one has a better formula, if you know what I mean. So when that one does run out, at least I'll have this backup. But that was Smith & Cult's Kings and Thieves. Alright guys, that was it for this video. Thanks so much if you watched to the end. This was a long one, but I do appreciate you sticking with me and hearing me yap about my one and onlys. It's appreciated. I'll see you in my next one. Take care.